Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome to Grey Goo. So this is the RTS that I bought pretty cheaply not that long ago through the Steam sales, and I thought I'd try and make a series out of this one. I actually enjoyed playing through the campaign, so I will already know a lot of the stuff that's happening, but if you're looking for that old school RTS vibe, this is definitely an option. So let's dive into it. Let's run the campaign. We will start from the very first mission, Hunter's Valley, and maybe we'll try and set it up on normal difficulty, see how this feels. I ran through the campaign on easy difficulty, which, well, is easy. So let's get started. Can I just press anything? Let's do play intro or begin mission and see what happens. So we start with what's the Betas, the alien race, and they're running some sort of an experiment, obviously. So that's definitely interesting as well, right? They're not like originally from this planet. Looks like they come from somewhere else and they're trying to make their way back into space. And as always with experiments at the start of a game, everything goes wrong. Let's see, can I click? No, actually, can I press escape? I'm actually gonna try this now. Yeah, so you can press escape. All right, maybe we'll skip the next ones. Let's enter the battlefields. And yeah, take our first look in game, of course, what this is all about. So it's gonna be the tutorial mission. Should be quite doable. Establishing position at Hunter's Valley. Get a bit of a loading bar here. During the test firing of a keyhole opening device from the Beta's newly constructed ship, the Suma, an enemy force has exploited the keyhole to reach the planet. So let's start the mission. And here it is. So pretty old graphics.
Sir, I'm sorry. I had to detonate the catalyst at the proving facility. If this is the Silent Ones, it was a necessary sacrifice. You made the right choice. I need your focus on the outer fields. We must ensure nothing else breaches the keyhole.
Alright.
Aran Saruk, I'm afraid the loss of the supply yards at the proving grounds has reduced our skycrane capacity in that area. You're going to have limited resources for a while.
Don't worry.
We'll make do. Let's get this base operational, then we can scout out what came through the keyhole.
So I think it's a South African dialect that they're using here. So let's start here with the structures. First thing you want is a refinery, and then you want to build that out. And so this is definitely pretty cool. Here we get headquarters, we get like attachment points where we can build stuff. You are always basically forced to start out with a refinery so that you can get some resources. And you get, here's your consumption and the amount of resources that you have and your population cap, as always in these old school games. So the graphics, I'll grant you that, right? It is an older game. It's not that great, but the advantage is that it is going to start to run pretty damn smoothly on practically any grid. After this, we'll want a first factory, so we'll build that on the other side, of course. That's where the units will be. Well, maybe lower my own audio a little bit. There we go. That's going to be a little bit better. And that takes 20 seconds. In the meantime, here's what's happening. We've got our refinery, our extractor, and then we get a little transport pod that goes back and forth, brings in the resources. And so a little bit of resource management early on. You can basically make some mistakes by being impatient.
We don't have much space here. We need to find room to expand.
Got it. Right click for waypoints, pretty typical. And let's just make a couple of stalkers to start out with. We're still actually positive on the total, so let's see what else we've got here. We can also build some silos. Let's start by building one here. Now we're still at +2, so that means that we should be able to keep all of this up. And so if we want to, we could do a second one of these. Let's do that, and there you go. Now we go negative, so we should start to lose some of these resources as well. But that should allow me to basically get more units out. Hit him. Hit the next one. There we go.
Silo complete.
And so those were the first hostiles. Typical RTS. I think, is it a shift click? No, yeah, shift click. So I could, you know, you can give the shift click order to let them do multiple things, and I think you can also tell them to patrol. And there we go, we're seeing more enemies. Hit that. Alright, we get the high ground, so I'm gonna keep this guy here. Another stalker is ready. And what I find is really cool as well, you can actually set the waypoints on a unit. So as long as this one will be alive, we can keep going. We're at +8. Let's also build some of these. That queue is full. Build some extra stalkers. That queue is full. And it is handy to keep 1 or 2 guys up here in order to do a little bit of damage on whatever passes by. So there is that. We get our resources, and they should now all join in on this stalker. Heavy units can't do anything yet, and for structures, build factory, silo, or refinery. So that's the very beginning. Now we get a small force. Whoa, and then this guy is starting to attack some destroyable debris.
Forces are retreating. They may be hiding in that brush.
Let's keep going. So we get destroyable debris. That's definitely part of the game, although it's not super important. And then this here, we get brush. Let's see if I can have this guy survive while the others take care of the enemies. There we go. And so my waypoint did take a lot of damage, but we took care of that first force.
Concentrate fire on the larger buildings.
Whoa, that's a big shot. Let's have my waypoint retreat a little bit to have more guys come in. And we're definitely positive. Let's keep going. More stalkers as well. As that is done. Good stuff.
Stalker, ready. This site is perfect for an expansion base. Stalker awaiting instruct.
Hit it. There we go. Let's protect this. And so now we get the resource fields. I actually always do this.
Seems to be an unarmed air scout, but there may be other aircraft around. We'll need to avoid them for now, until we can find some tech attachments.
Got it, got it, got it. So that's all looking alright. This guy can still go here. My army is building up. And so then for structures, you got a small hub to start with. That has only 2 attachment points. And well, it is the tutorial, so they're still going after the vent.
That catalyst vent is blocked by a solid plug.
There we go.
Destroy it to make room for an extractor.
Put some more units at the front. And there's the small hub. That's almost done. We're actually fully capped here. So now a refinery. Can put one down here. And if I'm not mistaken, then we can do a medium hub after this. So it's really up to you. If you want to focus heavily on getting more yields, you can try to put up another refinery.
Resources from that refinery, we can increase our production.
But be a little bit careful when it comes to let's go build more of these since we can. For now, we're just gonna keep pumping this out. But yeah, you gotta be a little bit careful. You need enough capacity as well. These guys are not doing anything because they are hidden again. Alright, that's that. And here we get an enemy wall. So let's go like this. And I think we may have lost our waypoint. Yep, exactly. Let's put up a new one. Like that. Alright. Go here. And that one is traveling. So that's looking okay. Let's move in with a medium hub next. And you can see now that you can't just place them everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Although this one basically might have a problem with getting a big facility on attached to it. So there's my force. That's all looking pretty good. And I'm guessing that it's because these betas are basically in control of the planet that you can start to build pretty much anywhere that you want. So I could build... Oh no, I actually need... Do I need a visual? Actually been a few weeks since I've played Grey Goo. There was the enemy scout. Let me quickly give it a try.
Maybe we can use it.
Ooh! And there's a big enemy artillery shot. So let's go. Get that one.
This outpost has a tank deck attachment.
So they have an artillery.
We'll be able to get some predators on the field.
Okay, there we go. There we go. And on this one, well, we could do whatever we want, but let's just for now increase our army, and then we'll build here.
If we're attacked again, they won't last long like this.
Okay, what's definitely cool here is you can see this one has no power. All you have to do is put a small hub on it. That'll have power. We get a pretty good yield. So for the reps, it's like that. All of this can be repaired. This as well. That's good. And then this is a large hub, which has a tank attachment. So you kind of want to build a factory on this one. And tank attachment and an air attachment. Let's put that one here as well. We're negative, but it'll be okay. And so now the repair pad is up and running, so we can do this. Back here, that's getting us lots of resources. And so here, if you want to, you could put up like another structure, but let's maybe put up a couple of silos.
Beginning construction. Factory complete.
These guys get repped as well.
Unit in production.
Just has a certain yield, and that is it. And now we can build our predators. So let's build these four. Let's have them go here. Air attachment is ready. Oh, and you can of course keep doing this here as well. If we would want to, we could build here and then an air attachment. And with this, I think we get to take upgrades. No, that's still locked at this point. Now we get a pretty big army, and that's the enemy. Let's take care of them. Oh, can also shift click on these guys. Even more of them. All right. Keep going. Ooh, and then a big ass artillery again in the back.
Those predators should make short work of the enemy units we've seen so far.
Okay, let's fall back. And so what we could do here again is build a quick small hub. And now it tells me that I don't have enough room. I'm actually gonna do that because the refinery, for instance, there's plenty of room for that. And then there, defensive mechanic, these guys can actually mount the walls, and that's how you get your turrets up and running, which is pretty cool. And then we could also build some cloud busters after that to take care of the air units. And then with this, we're actually gonna try to increase our yield again. So we need more refineries. And so you saw the problem. It showed I couldn't build everything on that one upwards field like a repair pad, but the refinery is fine. So it's not a big deal if you build like this. Let's see if I can get this repair going. See if we can get these defenses up. And then we'll push forward to try and destroy the enemy. A little bit of repping. Good. Okay, put that here. You can join. And oh, we could definitely build like a second factory to try and speed things up. We got a good yields. Notice this as well. I noticed that right away from this tutorial, but you do run out of resources eventually. So that's pretty important to know. And here's our first heavy. Let's maybe make that one our waypoint. And that's the defenses, so that's pretty cool. Okay. We'll just add in some more stalkers. We're only at 50, so you can build a decently good sized army. You're gonna join here as well, and you here are actually gonna make a couple of these. And then build that as well. And there we go. Refinery is up and running. Everything is good. Yeah, let's see. Do we want to just move up at this point? Why not? So, but I do want to test here as well is again get that visual of this field. So let's get that like this. And then I want to build a second refinery. And look at that. So you can really build that anywhere. Just means a little bit of travel time for the in-between units, of course. We get our first anti-air, so that's good. And then my stalkers should do short work on these guys. Oof, that one's almost done though. Let's go like that. And something to note, I'll do that on this one, is you can give it a patrol order. I think it's just with shift click. And then I have to right click and then the order is given. And so now this guy is just going to start to patrol this in case of more enemies coming in. So that's all looking good. Just build more big guys. Build more big guys. That's all fine. We're still way positive. Full out on resources. Let's go. Let's see if this is enough. Maybe add you. Let's see what's happening. And so here's the enemy base. They have some different types of static defenses. And there's a unit. Okay. Let's see what their firing priority is. It does look like they go after units first. For now I can basically move in here. I think that's fine. That one's coming, that one's coming. And then it should just be a flood of units that keep going into the base. That's... Alright. Going after these defenses. Ooh, they do have more of them. That's interesting. Let's see. Let's hit that. Let's go after this as well. And you can see here they're building more defenses. So this is definitely a little bit different from before. Let's maybe have this guy hit their core. And then we lost our waypoint again. That's what's happening. Alright, this time we're just gonna move him in then. Go straight in there. I think these guys are the most important. That's probably like being repped or something. But what's should be doable is I'm just gonna move these guys in the back here. So that they can keep hitting the core. Let's see if we can take care of the enemy refinery. That's gone. And now we can just focus on the core, I think. There you go. There you go. More of these. They definitely feel like the strongest units here so far. And then, oh, alright. More stuff. Put them here. And I can also, yeah, just right click on the minimap. That is fine as well.
Unit in production.
Okay. We'll leave this one here, and that core is almost done. There's the anti-air hitting the scout. Do I have to destroy everything, or is the enemy core enough? I think it's enough. Seek and destroy the enemy base. No, it does want me to destroy everything. There we go. They are finally done for. And that's our operation successful. I do think that we can move into the second mission as well.
There must be more of the silent ones.
And then that's not good. Let's see if I can... Yeah, I can press escape. So that's good. A little bit... Let's continue. And enter the battlefield at Rook's Bend. Let's see what this one is all about. Establishing our positions. Let's go. Oops, still going. Alright, takes a little bit longer. Let's start our mission. And this time, of course, we've got innocent civilians.
I've rerouted more resources to your location. Some of your heavier ordnance should now be available.
Okay, that's good.
Acknowledged, Aline.
Enemy
We
base.
need to find those landers
High tech.
fast. These farms are our main food supply. If we lose them, our people will starve before reaching safety.
Roger that. So, let's go. Definitely want that refinery up.
Beginning construction.
Let's do
Beginning
that.
construction.
And then you can see here we get another one. But I think I kind of want to wait it out. I mean, you could rush a second refinery, but it costs quite a bit in resources. Whereas my factory costs 200, so we can definitely build that and basically be ready to pump out some units. I think you'll want to do this at first.
Extractor complete.
And this is the harvester. Take a brace, nothing, and then we'll click on this. So we gotta go here, 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 and up here. That's all the resources that are available. Not a lot.
Now that we can build tech attachments, we can upgrade our equipment.
Okay,
This will give us the technical advantage we've been waiting
let me
for.
see. 150. I'm gonna start by building this first stalker, and then we can build all of them. Look at that. Tank attachment, artillery attachment, air attachment, and the stealth attachment as well. And we can start building the walls if we want to. So you do have to be a little bit careful. Now, this medium hub is only unlocked after I build a small hub. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna build a small hub up here for these resources. I think we'll have enough,
Unit ready.
but I will build a small force
Tell me where to go.
so we can respond in case of enemy attacks. On easy, you don't really need to do that, but yeah, this is on normal. So I'm still not exactly sure what to expect. Extractors going.
Small hub complete.
Okay, small hub complete. I am going to try to build my second refinery
Beginning construction.
right away. How much is the refinery? 800. So yeah, we're gonna get into trouble. And look at that. I get straight into a minus 49. So this will take a little bit of time. We have to be careful.
Tell me where to
Enemy scout.
Group, move out. Providing support.
And this needs, yeah, one more run from this one and then we'll be good. Nope, still not done. All right. Come on, come on, come on. I definitely want this up and running.
Refinery complete.
Okay, that's good. I'm actually gonna build a couple more of these as well, just to be sure that we can try and attack
Unit
something.
Unit in production.
And then we have some choices to make.
Structure complete.
I would say medium hub is 4 of them. Let's see. Anti-air. Let's start with the artillery one.
Beginning construction. Unit ready.
And then if we go for heavy units, what do we need here? Still needed tank attachment, needed stealth attachment for a seeker. This needs artillery attachments, artillery and tank and air for a guardian.
Unit
Okay,
ready.
so this the avalanche does seem interesting, so we're gonna do artillery and tank on this one. Tank attachment as well. We get the resources, that should be fine. We get our first small force up and running. And then,
Artillery attachment complete.
so we could build a hailstorm. I'm willing to wait just a little bit longer and maybe, let's see if I can,
Beginning construction.
so they can't cross. Alright, so that, oh. Okay, well actually, might want to show this as well. I just built a second refinery, which doesn't have an extraction point yet, but I'll always be able to just click it and then put it down here, for instance,
Refinery.
once we're in control there. This is done in just a couple seconds, unlocks the tank and unlocks the avalanche, so that's 500. Let's give this one a
Unit
try.
in production.
But you see, now the amount of slots that are available is pretty important. So we will also need a medium hub next. Let's do that here and see if we can't build 3, definitely the 2 others, and then maybe a good combination. And you can see now this one is not grabbing any resources, and that takes a decent amount of time to build this first one. So then I'll build some of these. They have been pretty good. Plenty of resources. Still haven't spotted any enemies. Keep going. Well, anti-air. We definitely want that as quickly as possible. Oh, and here we get a large factory. Let's do that as well.
Medium hub complete.
Large factory. And so we definitely want an air attachment. And a stealth attachment. Let's see if we can just run that in here. Minus 10. We got plenty of resources. There's the first big guy, and there's the enemy. Up there. Let's go. Let's see how this one will work. Harvester is being attacked.
Enemy contact near the farms. We should clear them out.
Okay. Big hit. Okay. And then let's move up here as well. That's a pretty big unit. Ooh, more enemies. Let's hit them.
Air attachment complete.
Okay. Alright, that means that I can normally, once this one is done.
Unit ready.
Okay.
Unit in production. Large factory complete.
More enemy forces? Yep. Let's see.
Target level.
Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived.
And we get some reinforcements here. Alright, let's go. Okay, let's put them here. So I definitely want an anti-air unit here, I think. And maybe one of these seekers. They detect stealth units. So sounds like that's pretty important. This is... oh, definitely want to rep this guy. And then of course if we really want to, we could also build a couple walls. Because since they did come through the back here.
Unit in production.
Let's do these. Minus 4, that's still doable. What are you building? Well, let's build some more of these. And maybe an artillery unit as well.
Unit under attack.
There's the enemy again.
What's next?
Unit ready.
And now we get anti-air, so that's good. Let's start. Oh no, more enemies. All right. Go like that.
Advance.
Covering you.
Everyone, move. Let's pick it up.
And let's go
Wall complete.
here. Or not yet.
Proceed.
Well assessed.
I think we'll want to wait for just a little bit. So this wall is completed.
Ready.
I
Unit
will
in
put you
production.
on this one then to help with the defenses.
Yes.
There's that, and now my tech upgrades. Finally we're hitting that scout as well. And this I find kind of interesting as well, although it is pretty limited here. You get basically 1 research per tech. So let's see, what do I want to choose here? Commandos explode, avalanche gain the ability to move and fire. So that's this guy, that's pretty good. Or the predator volley is 4 shots from 4 to single target, allowing them to retarget each shot if needed. So I think giving the avalanche the ability to move and fire seems pretty good. Then Cloudbusters can now target ground enemies. That could be pretty cool, of course. Guardian's ground weapon becomes a long-range artillery shot. Okay, guys are doing alright here. Or Hailstorm gain the ability to move and fire. Honestly, I generally love to have them go double.
Beginning artillery tech upgrade.
Okay,
Unit ready.
get another one of these big guys.
Unit in production.
These walls will last long enough, so for now I'll take it. But I will also put up a couple of walls here to have defenses on that stuff.
Siege ready.
So that should be an all-round army. Definitely gonna do this. This guy defended that, no problem. That's good. And then you're gonna join here. What else can you make? Oh, we can still do an attachment. What don't we have? The Guardians needs a tank attachment. Let's do that.
Beginning
Here as
construction.
well, that's all alright. That one's there, that's
Wall
good.
under attack. Wall complete.
Wall completed and being attacked, sending the army back.
Unit introduction.
That's another big guy. Let's see if he can hit something. Okay,
Unit under attack.
hit, not a massive hit, but alright. Let's put this one up here.
Avalanche.
And alright, well, this is definitely different from before. In that they are attacking decently heavily.
Attack.
So I'm
Tank attachment.
gonna add some more of this.
Unit introduction.
For now, this guy is holding on though, so that's good. This guy should then hold on as well. Yep. Alright, let's move up here.
Unit ready. Wall under attack. Unit introduction.
These waves for now are kind of doable. Go like that.
Repairing.
Something like this. This guy was attacked a little bit more, so we're gonna put in an extra one. Oh, and they can build 3 at the time. That's kinda nice. I'm gonna guess we might want to put some big guys here as well. And then let's do this, of course. Grab this refinery. Put that here and maybe try to defend that a little bit. So I do love this from the betas. You can basically go anywhere and they'll just fly their stuff in, which is pretty powerful. Let's move these guys up. If they get 3 of them, that should be fine as well.
Unit
Put you at the back and just maybe do this then. See if we can't build up another offensive force. And here's that transport unit. Build those things. We are ready. And then here, if I'm not mistaken, there should be another attack. Kind of want to secure this first. Yep, there's incoming.
Unit under attack.
Okay, well done.
Unit ready.
Quick shot.
Wall complete.
And is it then a control click that's an attack move? I think so.
Aaron, an elder is requesting help in the east.
Up there. Yeah, we'll come in a moment. But first, put this here.
Artillery tech upgrade complete.
Put that here.
We're ready.
And here we just saw enemies, so we have to go to this bit for
These
sure.
must be the landers. We saw one in Hunter's Valley.
Okay,
It's their power source. There's dense growth around this lander.
right. Let's
Use
go.
that to our advantage.
Just push through so that these guys get out of their hiding spots. And that should be fine.
Not over my...
And that's interesting. I don't think I'd actually played like that before. But so these...
Unit introduction.
let's see.
Unit introduction.
Was it these guys
Down.
that could do both? Commando. Oh, that's the commandos. And then cloud bursts. That's what I'm making here, right? Cloud bursts. Yep. Okay. These guys are still defending. They're doing fine. These guys are here. That resource is also doing fine. And this will just slowly be taken down. Let's move this guy up a little bit. So there we go. That's cool. And look at that. Full set of these guys. These guys can also hit both sides. Let's do this. And then a couple more tanks. And here we go. Have some more big guys here as well.
Pick it up.
Enemy army is still firing at me. Not anymore. Good. And then
Target
let's
leveled.
kind of like these guys.
Unit ready.
Big, powerful.
Unit in.
We've destroyed the first lander.
Excellent.
Let's find the other 2.
And they're still attacking us.
Proceed.
Keeping a lookout.
Keep it moving.
Whoa, that's another big artillery.
Forming up.
Take it down.
Under attack.
Take all of this down.
Getting hit.
Unit ready. Unit introduction.
Okay, and then can I build?
For more.
I'm still stuck on the medium ones. Alright, let's do
Beginning
this.
construction.
Check.
These guys will go up here. Ooh,
Predator.
enemies hidden.
Predators on the hunt.
Like that. There we go.
Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived.
That's them evacuated and we are good to go. That'll take 20 seconds, that's okay. And looks like we lost our waypoint again. But we can fix that. Especially on this one, definitely want them to come in. And yeah, we'll do another series of cloud bursts. And you will make a bit more of this. Like that, like that. So that's all been pushed back quite nicely. So, refinery. Oh, and I don't have a visual again. Alright, put a unit. Maybe actually we'll put a cloudburst unit here so that it can hit everything. There's another enemy force. Shouldn't be too big a deal.
Refinery complete.
Okay. Let's go.
Ready. Beginning construction.
Let's just take the second one as well.
Beginning construction.
And does this give me maybe the ability to build silos? Yep.
Beginning construction.
We'll do that as well.
Extractor complete.
Okay.
Everyone, move.
Enemy wall. Alright, let's start hitting that. These guys are coming, that's good. Yep, move up as well. Ooh. That's not allowed.
Complete. Unit in production.
Let's also do a seeker, a couple of these. You can join in on the fun. So that's already a 90-sized army. Should be good enough, I think. Let's see if we can push forward. Although they've had quite a bit of time, so maybe they'll have some strong defenses. Let's see what happens. At least we're taking those guys down easily.
We are receiving a request for aid to the north.
Another wall here. Alright. Hit that. If we can
Another lander.
like take this factory down, that would help. So enemy walls are like, they can go through and we can't. Alright. Oh, let's maybe build a couple walls here as well.
This is getting hot.
Unit ready.
To try and defend that stuff. And you are going to then make some more of these maybe. Maybe. Oh, I'll try to show this as well. So these guys do not... Ooh, enemy artillery units. Bastard. Move. Stay here. Take it down. Stalker's still doing okay. Tank attachment, stealth attachment, and then he's rebuilding some stuff. But I think we'll have the firepower needed. That's ready.
Easy enough.
Okay,
What's next?
another
Enemy
big one.
contact near the farms. We should clear them out.
Okay, let's see here. Fine.
Unit ready.
Come in and maybe defend my flank. Start hitting that core.
Unit ready.
Okay, alright. And that's okay, I think. Another big guy. There we go, that's what I was looking for.
Check that new position.
There we go, that should be alright.
Ready. Unit in production.
Next core is going down. Oh, and we should move up
The second one
there.
down.
Alright,
One more to go.
Everyone,
let's move up.
move.
Check.
Take it down.
Okay, take you down.
Keeping a lookout.
Unit ready.
Lots of factories. Let's move up actually.
Not here.
That's looking alright.
Unit
Hit
in
everything,
production.
and these guys are decent. And like that. Good
Target
yields. That's all good. Defenses are ready.
Avalanche.
There we go.
Barrels on target.
Forming up.
Unit
And let's move up here then.
Unit in production.
Unleash.
Check that assist.
Go, go.
Shift click.
Take it down.
Moving to assist.
Take him out. Take this guy down.
Sisters.
Check. The farms look clear. They should be safe enough for now.
What's next?
I think we'll start moving
Avalanche.
here.
Proceed.
Let's see what else they still have up there. I think that was where this... Okay, some final walls.
Reinforcements have
Taking fire. Check your elevation.
Taking fire, check your elevation. Ooh, and then we get some help. That's pretty good. Move them up.
Coordinate on this one. Going down.
Good. These guys are coming in. All fine. All good.
ready. Unit
Another
in
big guy.
production.
Excellent. And there you go. So, I think with this, they'll have a hard time stopping us. Am I right that there was still enemies here? Yes. Detector Sentinel.
I think that's the last one.
Okay, that's still hitting me. See if I can take all of these guys and hit that turret. And I want them to hit the core. There comes the bombings. Okay, it is definitely an annoyingly powerful defensive turret. Let's take that. I think for the rest of it will be fine. Move up.
Unit in production.
He can do that, that's fine. More of this coming in, more of this coming in. Good, good, good. Just in case. I do love this. That's actually really powerful.
Area is secure.
They fire some types of missiles. And so hitting both ground and air is pretty good. And that is yet another operation successful for the betas. And there we go, guys. It's going to be the first look at Grey Goo. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, I'll see you next time.
As part of our past. Are we certain these are the Silent Ones? There's nothing I've seen today that matches what you've told me about them.
Now, their weapons might have changed, but the result is the same. Our people are dying. I've ordered all